Boo. Boo. Florida! Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships! Jarek, you've been a lost soul for 4 months. Thanks for continuing your membership. Hello, 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 and welcome to another exciting episode with me, your host and guiding light in the eerie night, Lilith Leerie. And already my model does not want to talk. She's done. She's clocked out. She didn't even clock in. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good afternoon. Sorry about postponing stream today. I had a couple of time-sensitive events that I just had to put before stream this morning. So thank you very much for your patience. Oh my god, this is gonna bother the shit out of me. Why is this happening? Please, bro, please. Today we're gonna talk. Yeah, she's still on break. She doesn't realize I'm back. She doesn't even realize that I'm back. Let me just speak to you from the ether while I get her figured out. And we will bring her back together. How are you? How are you today? How was your week? Tell me all about it. I hope it's been good. Bitch, you better load. Hello? Ooh, that's better. Okay. Okay, sick. Beautiful. She just needed a little reset. Like we all do sometimes. Like we all do sometimes. And I'm gonna bring this in. And maybe do one of these. We can yap together. Beautiful, look at us. Would you look at us? Would you just look at it? Oh my god, it's me. It's you guys. Oh my goodness. So, I had a fun weekend. I went to a convention with my dad. And my husband, and we had a very fun time. We ran a little room party and it was really fun. And that's the end. Thanks for coming to the stream, guys. No, it was really fun though. It was a lot of hard work. It was hard work. And I was the only one. Me and husband were the only ones up in that bitch that had like some fucking food service experience. And I was the only one that had enough to, like, I was like the manager. I felt like the manager. They were all like coming to me and they're like, what do you think about doing this and that? And I'm like, that's a terrible idea. Did Papa Leerie cosplay? Yeah, he's really into medieval stuff, so we were all looking like Renaissance folk. But yeah, I was the little room manager, which was frustrating. I was the youngest bitch in that room. Like, I was the youngest one there, and they're all like, "What do you think we should do about this?" And I'm like, "Do you have eyeballs? Have you seen? Have you tried expediting your own information from what you can see with your eyes and common sense? Come now, come now." No, it was really fun though. But I don't know, man. I guess I've just been in the food service game too long, because I was sitting here and I'm like, this is common knowledge. And even husband was like, I mean, I would have asked you the same question. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get too pissed then. I'm not gonna get too mad, but damn it, when there's fucking shit on the floor, you pick it up, you know? As a former bouncer, never underestimate the amount of knowledge a server keeps in their brain. Hey, it's really, really helpful. It's really helpful. And my dad, he kept making me laugh, like tea kettle wheeze, because at the most inopportune times, my dad, I don't know if you know much about my dad, but he looks angry constantly. That's just the way his face is. Like he just looks like he's brooding constantly. So when he sits there and he like makes a joke, he still has a furrowed brow, you know? And I thought that was really funny, because he'd be talking to people and walking up to him being like, "Have you been here before?" And like this big, and people would be like, like they'd be a little intimidated at first, because they're like, why is this angry man walking up to me? And I thought that was very funny, especially whenever we would be in the back and I would tell him what to do, or he would like ask me about something, about what he should do for the room, and I would tell him the answer and he'd be like, okay, gang, and then he'd just start walking away. I don't know why, but that really fucking took me out every time he said it. Every single time. I don't know where he picked that up from. It might have been me, because I say gang a lot in my day-to-day life. But I don't know why he would have just started saying it now. Maybe it's a remnant of me. It's just a remnant. Gang. Did husband have to have a few drinks before asking for your hand, you know, to help with the papa fear? You know what's really funny about that is, for the first 5 years of our relationship, my dad would call him by the wrong name on purpose for 5 years. And he would laugh every time. Every single time. And it got to the point where he bought my husband, my then boyfriend, a cake that said happy birthday on it, and then the wrong name on the cake was crossed out, and like the right name was then written in frosting underneath. Hilarious. Super funny. Yeah. But you know, that's my fucking dad for you. He thinks he's so funny, and sometimes he has potential, okay? Sometimes. But I think husband encourages him too much. Everything he says, husband's like, and I'm like, don't encourage him. Don't keep doing that. You're gonna make him think he's funny. You're really gonna make him think. Crazy long setup. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. He thinks he's so funny, says Lilith on a wild tangent about how funny her dad is. I'm sorry. He's funny to me because he's so stupid. But he's funny to husband because husband actually thinks he's funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So the con was fun. It was so hot. It was so incredibly hot. I actually almost fainted on the third day because it was so hot. But I looked immaculate, so it was okay. And I got a lot of pictures, which was great. Nobody knew who I was, which is normal. I was a little scared about somebody knowing who I was. But that thankfully I was incognito for most of it. Yeah, wore a lot of veils, wore a lot of spikes, a lot of makeup, a lot of masks. And I think one person did say like, hey, I watch your YouTube, and it was very, very pleasant, and I wasn't mad at it at all, because it was very pleasant and very like not like it was just pleasant. I don't know, that's never happened to me before, so it was a little intimidating when they're like, I know who you are, and I'm like, oh shit. And but it wasn't a bad experience, which is great. Lost soul sided. Exactly. Yeah, it was nice. But the rest of the weekend was like I met a lot of people that I actually knew. Like when they were like Lilith, I was like, oh, Jerry, or like, oh, fucking you. Like I like recognized them and I knew them in my everyday life. So it was weird to have somebody that I didn't know come up and be like, I know you, and I'm like, I don't know you. Who? What? It was just weird. It's like it's a weird feeling. I don't know. How long did it take me to do my makeup? Great question. It took like, I don't know, it took anywhere from like an hour to like 3 every day, but I think I did pretty good on some quick makeups this weekend, which was nice. I posted them on YouTube. That's what those little fleshy pics are. They were the pics of my personal fits from con, which I didn't dress up as anybody knew. Like the entire weekend everybody was like, well, who is this? I've been sitting here trying to figure out what anime you're from, or like what you're from, and I can't figure it out. And I'm like, that's because I'm not from one. I just look like this. This is just my extra style, my lovely cool shit. But it was nice. I haven't been able to like flex my makeup muscles in a while, so I was really excited to do that. The horns came in such handy. Oh my god, they were amazing. There were crepes. Dude, somebody had crepes. Somebody was making like savory and sweet crepes. I had crepes every single day. I didn't go to any panels. I didn't go to any room parties. I was there to look cool and work the room. And god damn it, I did both. Fuck, I did both. And I also went to the dealer's room, obviously. But sadly, there was not a lot that I personally wanted to buy. They didn't have any plushies, they didn't have any figurines, they didn't have any snacks. They had a lot of like stuff and knickknacks, and unfortunately I don't have any more space for stuff and knickknacks. I wanted to eat things. She now eats everything in the form of a crepe. I do. They had like some Greek fucking Mediterranean style crepe with like carrots and cucumber and like things like that. I don't know, it was good. I don't know, dude. Stuff is highly overrated. I mean, I still bought one thing, but it's something that I've been looking for a long time, and it's a steampunk leather holster for a teacup and like teacup accessories. Oh my god, I can have tea anywhere. It's so over for you bitches. It's so over. All I need is a kettle. I'm gonna turn my hat into a tea kettle. Oh yeah. My candles could like heat up the water. Oh my god. Oh, just you fucking wait. Just you fucking wait. It's gonna be so over for you. You've seen that a few times at NYCC. A tea kettle hat heated by the fire on my head? I want one. Who's making these? Send the link. You twitch your jacket to the side instead of a gun and it's a teacup. No, it's like literally something you hang on your belt. And it like has a holster for a teacup. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, Clear Eye is what you're saying. Is what I'm saying is yes. That's exactly what it is. I misread. I'll go now. Bye. I'm just kidding. God damn. I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but I do really love tea. I love making tea. I think I make delicious tea. Can't recall usually a lot of steampunk stuff at con. If I go this year, I'll try to keep my eye out for him. Please do. You finally managed to catch a stream, Dan. Hell yeah. Quick draw the teacup. Exactly, yeah. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. You know? And then just, instead of like a gunshot, you just hear a spoon hitting a teacup as I stir my tea. And then you hear... You should dress up as a crepe next year. That'd be kind of sick. I wonder what I could do with that. No, I want to go as a lamp. I legitimately want to make a lampshade hat now. It'd be really fun. I want to go to PAX some year. I want to go to Anime Expo. I want to go to fucking... What's another really big one? Anime Central? I don't know. Instead of draw, you say brew. Exactly, yes. Yes! It'd be so good. It'd be so good. We didn't go to ASIN this year. That sucks. I really want... you know what I really want to do this year is go camping. I can't believe I'm already done with my Yapping con story. I really didn't do a lot. I did not do a lot. We worked. I worked my ass off and had fucking meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and crepes. Meat and crepes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 4 days straight. I almost fainted. We went out and I was like, I want fried pickles. I really, really want fried pickles and I want them. And there was like a place that sold fried pickles and I was like, we have to go there. I was wearing this big ass like gown and this crazy wig with this crazy headpiece and all these spikes. And when we get there, they like put us at this really small table and I had to like hold my dress out of the way. Because it was like spilling out into the aisle, right? And it was like right in the way of like all the servers, and I was like, that was an interesting choice to put us here, but whatever. And they were like, I all of a sudden I just felt like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna faint. And I like turned to my husband and I was like, I don't feel very good. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't really know. I'm just really warm all of a sudden and I feel dizzy. And he was like, oh, well, that's not very good. I'm like, yeah, I think I am gonna go back up to the room and get out of all of this. I don't think I should be in this anymore. And he's like, okay. And he was like, do you just want to leave? And I'm like, no. If you could please, like I was like, I still want my frickles, my fried pickles, man. I still want them. But I just, can we get them to go? And we like waited for like 5-10 more minutes for somebody to like come over and like check in on us or something, and nobody was. So I just like flagged him down. I was like, hey dude, get everything to go. And husband stayed there and got the food, and then I successfully made it up to the room. I did not faint, which was great. And then I ate Frickles and I felt fine afterwards. So I think it was just the crazy ass costume I was in, and the heat. The heat was really getting to me, which was really funny because something that I actually like revel in, I really love, listen to me. I love going to places in costume that are not hosting the convention. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all dressed up and then I was like, oh shit, I don't have any makeup wipes. There's a Target like 4 blocks from here. I guess I will go and walk to that Target and get some makeup wipes. That street was my runway, bitch. Like, what do you mean? And it's always so silly. Because I used to, you know, when I would cosplay like actual recognizable characters, that was a different story because people, you know, assumed that there was like something going on. But me, when I'm looking scary as fuck with like blacked out eyes and claws and horns and spikes, and like a blacked out mouth and shit like that, people are like, this is a crazy person. So that, I don't know, it's always really fun and really different. And I was like thinking about it kind of in the same way that when you see celebrities wearing some ridiculous shit and people are like, oh, this has got to be a humiliation ritual because they're in a cult and da-da-da. And I'm like, these people have definitely never been to a convention and like had to go grab Burger King or something. Like they've obviously never done anything other than the mundane tasks that they live. Because that shit is not humiliating. Like, it's just silly and fun. Like, these people, they're not sitting there being like, I'm not sitting there being like, oh, I'm so ashamed that I look like this. I'm like, yeah, bitch. I bet you've never seen anything like this before. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. Acute hypofricklesia. Yeah, that's what I had. I hadn't had frickles in a while, and I guess my body just started to give out because of it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. But I am very happy that husband was able to deliver my frickles and, you know, he wouldn't go back to con until I felt better, which was also very nice. Yeah, that's my con story. We were just walking around a lot, slaying the fucking game. Every day, husband would like, he had like 3 things. He literally brought a Target bag, a Target plastic bag full of like 2 shirts and 1 pair of pants. And he was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but like, make me match you. And so he was all decked out every day too, because he let me put makeup on him. And he was getting so many compliments, and it was so cute because he's like, man, I never get compliments like this. I'm like, yeah, if you let me fucking dress you up more, you'll get them. You could have them all the time. This could be the norm for you if you just let me take a brush to your face. And he let me like glue horns all over him. He's like, I want a 3rd eye, and I was like, okay, I can do that. So husband got really, really into it this year as well. It was very fun. Very fun. He looked great. I agree. I don't think I posted many pictures of him either. I should post one. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't really know. Love the pomegranate. Yeah. Thank you. That was a really fun one. I don't think I posted that one anywhere other than the Discord, and I probably won't. You don't get to see that one unless you're a member. That's that. That's the outfit that I almost fainted in, though. That was Frickle Day, the day of the Frickle faint. The feigning Frickle faint. Trying to feign off the Frickle faint. Fried pickle fainting. I'm so deep in thought. I already want fried pickles again. I'm insatiable. I hear, though. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I hear. The only reason I remember this is because they said fried pickles. But I hear that Buffalo Wild Wings is doing a bottomless appetizer shit that includes their fried pickles. So I might have to go there. Might have to go there and see how far I can really take this. How far can I truly go when all of the frickles in the world are at my disposal? This message brought to you by Big Frickle. Dude, if there was a fried pickle brand, I would be so there. I'd be emailing them every single day like, hey, sponsor me. Please sponsor me. Please. I'll do anything for you. Still spooked that I had a dream about your red veil before you posted it. That is pretty sick. That's pretty cool, honestly. You had a vision of what is to come. Cannot be outrun. You just had that for lunch? Oh. How many frickles did you have? Man. I love it. I love it so much. Ugh. But it was very fun. I had a lot of fun at the con. Surprisingly, the one that I went to was very small. There weren't so many people there that like everything reeked, you know, which was honestly pretty great. But you best believe that I brought some 48-hour men's antiperspirant and body spray, because I was not gonna be caught smelling like con folk. You know the ones. You know the ones. We all go to cons, but some of us just smell different. And usually it's really bad. This year it wasn't so bad. But Jesus Christ, I'm so telling you, like, get antiperspirant. It's the one that means you don't sweat, which means you won't stink. But, you know, you should, like, double it up. Antiperspirant, and then deodorant. Shower. I showered every fucking day after con. Every day, I was like, no, I'm too sweaty. That was too much sweat. I'm washing my body at least. Washing my ass. Wash your ass. Just wash your ass. Speaking of smelling, I just got out of the shower. Nice. Have you got that classic towel fit? The savory odor on the con wins. Ugh. Ugh. Nah, that's pretty bad. I'm very happy that I did not need to, fucking deal with that this year. Very, very happy. Offkai was very stinky, so I heard. I did not get to attend, but I was a part of a room party for that as well. But I hear, one day, I will cosplay Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I will be carrying around deodorant. And I swear to God, if you offend my nostrils, you will get assaulted with the sprays that I carry along my belt loop. There should be a panel. I'll run the panel. There should be a panel about how to wash your fucking ass. Wash your ass. I shower at least once a day, and always before I go outside. I feel like I'd be super appreciated at con just for putting on deodorant. Yeah, you would. Oh my God. Wash under your nails. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Scrub under your nails, behind your ears. Get all nice and clean. Nobody will smell your pheromone maxing if everyone's pheromone maxing. I love hotel showers. They never run out of hot water. Ours did. It seems like everybody was taking a shower. Wash your feet. That's right. Are cons really that bad? I've only been to one. Otherwise, it's usually outdoors. I mean, it depends on where you go and how big the con is. I feel like the bigger the con, the stinkier it's gonna be. I went to the Rave for a little bit because I had a DJ friend doing his thing up there, so I went to go support him, and that's usually the worst part at the cons that I've been to. That's usually the worst room. But fortunately it wasn't so bad, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out on that dance floor, tear up a fucking rock real quick. Let me just... And husband's not a dancer, so he's like, all right, I'll be back here cheering you on, man. Just standing out there dancing alone. It was honestly pretty fun, actually. I do recommend that you go on that dance floor and act a fucking fool whenever you can. Please do. There's nothing more freeing. It gives me the same kind of joy that, like, going out in public at, like, dressed up for a con. We do, don't you worry. There was, like, nobody out there, man. They were all, like, sitting down watching, like, 3 people have fun. And I'm like, damn, what happened? Where are all the, like, shufflers? Where are the poi people? Damn it, I should have brought my poi. I used to do that. I used to be that bitch. The rave room's always such a cesspool of body heat and smell. Yeah. They're self-conscious. Well, they shouldn't be. Everybody likes to dance. And those who don't wouldn't be in there. Unless they're like my husband and they're there to support me. Last con I rocked a Kalita cosplay as a guy. Nice. Hell yeah. Fighting game con stank. Yeah, I didn't go in the game room much. Ever been to mosh pits? No, I would get fucking stepped on, dude. I would get trampled standing up. Have I ever cosplayed Raven from Teen Titans? Yes, I have. Yeah, I have. Never, like, officially. Like, I never had an official one, but I was like, hey, I've got a black bodysuit that doesn't have any legs and a fucking purple cape. And my hair is purple right now. How about I just, like, do a fucking closet Raven cosplay? The people in mosh pits would pick you back up. Great. So I can get trampled again? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to get hit in the face. That's my thing. Is I could 100%. Fun fact, Raven is a tall queen, 5'11". Okay. That's really fun, actually. I like that. I like that. I could never be her. Right on Peeper's shoulders in the pit. No. I don't know how dangerous mosh pits are. I've never been in one. Listen. I went to a Gerard Way concert. The lead singer of My Chemical Romance did a solo album. And I went to that concert. It was a small venue. It was a smaller crowd. And I still... Like, there were no seats. There was no, like, assigned seating. So I was just out there in the crowd. And I know that's not a mosh pit, okay? Nobody was moshing. But it still sucked ass, and I hated it. And I will never, ever do that again. Like, I got picked up. I got picked up by the sheer force of people trying to push through the front and pressed up against some stranger's back for a half hour. For a half hour, I was a random man's backpack. And I couldn't get down. My feet were not on the floor. They were not touching the floor at any point. It was not cool. I did not like that. I feel like if it were any worse and people are like moshing and shit, I would just get hurt and it wouldn't be that fun. I don't want to do that. I'm at like arm's length for people. They'll just they swing their arms, and instead of hitting my chest or something, they'll just smack me right in the face. Yoda Lilith, no! Ah, wear stilts next time. Shit, you're right. Oh god. Lilith in the wall of death. Oh! I don't even trust the crowd to fucking crowd surf me, dude. I will not put my faith in the people like that. Moshing is a feeling for people, just like letting loose and thrashing to the music. I mean, fair, but what if I'm in the way? Which I am. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I am not very spatially aware. It's actually a really big problem. Whenever husband and I are at the grocery store, he'll have to like hold me by the waist because I'm off looking at shit, and I would walk right into somebody who's directly in front of me if he wasn't there to be like, hey, there's somebody, you're about to run into someone. I'm not very spatially aware, so I would absolutely, and I don't have good depth perception. I can't tell when I'm safely at like a safe distance away from somebody who is moshing. It's not for me, man. It's not for me, man. Oh, someone abducted my wife again. Are you like the Insta meme of BF holding GF's head for direction? Yes. He makes you feel better compared to the other VTubers. You're on the taller side. Am I? That does make me feel better. A pig among guinea pigs. Husband has Lilith on a toddler leash. No, I'm controlling the cart and he controls me. Does hubby put you on his shoulders at concerts? No, so what we do is we get there really early. At least all the concerts that I've been to, which were a lot of like a lot of Midwest rap concerts back in the day, before COVID. We would get there early so that we could find a place right up at the front, and then what would happen is I would put my hands on like the little gate separator at the front, and he would come from behind me and put his hands also on the gate, and he would just hold on for dear life. We weren't moving from that spot for the rest of the fucking night, and he would sit there. He would just sit there and fucking protect me from the people who push. Otherwise we have seats, and then we also don't move. Tech 9, yes, actually I've seen Tech 9, Hobson, Prof, all the Midwest fucking rappers that you can think of. I've probably seen them. Husband is your human exoskeleton. Yeah, he's my flesh mech. Do you also park the cart in the middle of the store aisle so no one can pass? No, absolutely not. God, I hate it when people do that. I am a firm believer that, like, when I'm in an aisle, you treat that shit like the road. Whatever direction you're going, you're on the right side of the aisle. That's that. Wouldn't you get squished? No. Husband's behind me. Keeping me safe in his arms. He's like locks his fucking elbows. No one's moving him. No one's fucking moving him. You don't park your car in the middle of the road to assert dominance? Blah, blah, blah. No. There are some people who do that around my house right now though. Like they're always like parked in the middle of the street with like no way to get around them without going into oncoming traffic, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And they're like sitting there talking to a friend who's like standing on the sidewalk, and I'm like, just get them in your car and leave. Like, or like get in their driveway. Like, what are you doing? Ooh, I don't know, man. I have a lot to say about people in my way. Ready for the new King of the Hill. I've actually never watched King of the Hill. I couldn't, it didn't interest me when I was growing up, which is when it was on. Gotta take up 2 parking spaces. God, those people. No. That's one thing I appreciate about Costco parking lots, is it's absolutely unreasonable for you to try and take up 2 parking spots to protect your car. Believe me, your car is not that cool. It's just not. I don't know what you're thinking. What the hell are you thinking? Costco keeps the cost low. I don't know about that. Every time I go there, I end up spending way more than I thought I was gonna. But damn it, these Girl Scout cookie pretzels are so good. I forgot I had these. I've been craving chocolate. I don't eat candy unless it's chocolate. What flavor? They're Girl Scout Thin Mint pretzels, man. Not sponsored, by the way. I just really like them. The 150 hot dogs and drinks keeping us alive. It's true. Why did you have to remind me I have chocolate in the middle of the night? So that you can have it for breakfast. I took a page yesterday. I was making curry, and I took a page out of Black Butler's book again. I've done this before, and I think I've told you guys about it before, but I did it again. And I put some dark chocolate in the curry. And oh my god, is it good. Can I share? Sure, you want one? Alright. They are flavored pretzels or pretzel-shaped Thin Mints. They're pretzels covered in the chocolate that they, like, use for the Thin Mints. So they're, like, slightly minty, but they're chocolate-covered pretzels. Are you ready? Here's yours. Say, ah. Ah. That's a nice fucking pretzel. How'd it taste? I'll tell you how it should taste. Like a Thin Mint, but salty. Mmm. 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 But yeah, I just, I didn't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I didn't want to wait for another day. I like really wanted to stream 5 days this week because I missed you guys. I just didn't, I couldn't stream as early as I wanted to this morning, so thank you for being patient. I didn't really have a plan today. I just, wanted to sit here and yap and make it nice. What's this horse game? Lilith, I missed thee. Thank you, Blake. I missed you too. Thank you for the soup. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So, somebody's got to tell me about this horse game. I thought it might be an anime, but now I'm hearing that it's a game. And, I feel like maybe we should play it. Everyone is playing the horse game. I mean, it's kind of funny, right? It is also an anime. It's a game, it's an anime as well, it's both. Okay. Oh, it's a gacha game about a real racehorses. Is Seabreeze in it? Seabiscuit? What's that horse's name? I think that might be a dog, actually. Never mind. The game was just released in English. Okay. So Cat Girl is out and Horse Girl is in. I see. It looks like they're big ladies. Big track. She's a runner. She's a track star. Like that. Horses are in. Horse girls and also idol singers. Oh. Amazing. That really is both, huh? Well, that'll be fun. What's it called? It's all Japanese horse racing, so no Seabiscuit. Okay. Okay. Looting the horse girls is a big no-no. Is it? Why don't they... Okay, so... Okay, it's called Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Okay. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll see what's what. But this leads me to a very fair question. Okay, bear with me, please. Why don't they have horse guys? I think we all know the answer. I think we all know the answer to why we don't have horse guys. And only horse girls. You don't want to be associated with looting horses. I fucking know. Some of those horse girls are horse guys. Excuse me. Target audience. Fair. They'd be too popular. No. We have BoJack Horseman. No. No. Oh god. The guys wear bows on the right side. Interesting. Models have an indicator of the horse's gender bent. I think something is on the left ear. Huh. Horse BoJack DLC when. God, that'd be crazy. That's just so interesting. Like, let's anthropomorphize. Let's humanize these horses. And you know what? Let's make them all hot girls. And you know what? We're gonna make them sing. Let's make them sing. We should do this, like, I just feel like we should do this more. We should do this more. It'd be really fun to see, like, more things follow this, riveting structure. I think it's silly and fun. Borses and gorses. They turn battleships and countries into hot girls. Horses are easy mode. I know! Next, I want air fresheners and screwdrivers. I want an anime about hot girl tools in the toolkit, okay? Deodorants, yes. Let's make it sexy. Let's make it hot. Let's make them sing. We'll make them idols. We're gonna make you a star. Don't you want to be a star? Some Isekai are pretty close. I wouldn't doubt it. I remember one about a fucking milk vending machine and a satellite. What is this? Why do I know this? What is this from? Where have I seen it? Satellite girl and milk vending machine? The vending machine is wild. It's true though. Reincarnated as a vending machine. Second season just started. See, the problem is I don't know if you're kidding. I don't know if you're kidding or not. I want to think that you are, but something tells me you're not. Oh my god, you're not kidding. Wow. That's amazing. There's also an isekai where the protag is an onsen. Oh, that's This is such a beautiful life that we're living, isn't it? The creativity, like, knows no bounds. Asterian's voice actor is in Date Everything. Okay, shit. Reincarnated as a sword. That's so interesting. Anthropomorphized Hannah Montana Milk Pillow Magical Girl anime is a phrase I'm pretty sure has never been written until now, because you just did that, Morkel. You did that. Anthropomorphized Hannah Montana Milk Pillow Magical Girl Season 1 premieres this coming now in 2026, spring of 2026. Starring Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana Milk Pillow Magical Girl. I wonder what her like little magical animal would be. Her little like her little Luna or Artemis or something. Reincarnated as a potato PC. No. Oh god. Reincarnated as a glue stick. A tiny talking wrecking ball. Oh no. They're gonna soak her full of milk and throw her at the wall. I don't think it could be an anime. I don't think it could. That'd be delving into some like very lewd territory. Reincarnated as a blue wisp with a fat dumpy. That's right. Fat ass. God, what have we become? What have we done? What is this? Reincarnated as merch, but you have no idea of who. Oh god, that would suck. Reincarnated as a t-shirt by Flumpy Gorbo. I'm going to back to trying to sleep. Goodbye, Alexa. Sleep well. My god. But yeah, I just wanted to yap for a little bit and have a little bit of fun with you guys. It's been really fun so far, by the way. Shots fired at Flumpy Gorbo. Hey, listen. Nobody knows who Flumpy Gorbo is, okay? They're a nobody. They're a nobody, that Flumpy Gorbo. They were in one background scene from this obscure anime called Terabytes of the Choke Collar. And all of a sudden, they're trying to do this like multiverse shit and expanding everything, and they're like, Flumpy Gorbo's gonna be in the next, you know, the next spin-off. It's gonna be Flumpy Gorbo. Where did he come from? What's his story? Nobody cares. I'm waiting for the time I got reincarnated as a VTuber model. That'd be cool. I wonder what would happen if, like, when I turn off the stream, what happens with my model? Where does she go? Does she go inside her house and just, like, live? Honestly, I feel like that might be kind of a movie already. I remember watching a movie when I was young about, like, people who, work as, like, avatars, I guess. And they go into work and they're like not aware of like anything that they do when they go to work. It's not Severance. This is like a movie. And like there's the she's like an avatar in a fucking chat room, and like they're doing lewd things because the people who are controlling them are terrible. Each time you turn off your model, she dies. Oh god. I can't go back there. There's a VTuber manga about a dad being a famous VTuber girl. That's so fun. My dad's the queen of all VTubers is a real thing. Oh my god. Was that a Kyle MacLachlan movie? I don't know. I have no clue. Is that a Bruce Willis movie? I don't know. I don't really remember. It was some kind of action movie, definitely. Because he, like, ended up going in. Like, he was like, that's my mom! Or, like, that's my wife! Or something. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But, he went in and, like, got her out of there or something. And, like, tracked down those people. That wasn't even the plot of the movie. I don't even remember the plot. I just remember that part and being like, that was fucking weird. Oh! Wait a minute! Okay. Wait, is that right? It was... So the guy was like a... in an action movie, right? And he was being controlled by like a kid who was really good at like shoot 'em up games. I think this might be a completely different movie actually, but they're like convicts or something. He was like a criminal gamer. Yeah, gamer. How old is that movie? 2009? Could be. I don't know. Perhaps. Gerard Butler. Listen, I don't remember most of the movie. Gamer I've definitely seen because I just don't know if those two scenes that I'm recollecting are from the same movie. So. But yes, Gerard Butler was in Gamer. He is indeed in that movie. He is indeed. So tomorrow we're watching a movie. Speaking of, we're gonna be watching Wishmaster, which is a classic. I remember like walking in to my mom and dad's room and they were watching this movie. Like a really grotesque part. Lots of nice, cool practical effects and body horror. And I remember watching this movie, like for like 5 minutes before they realized that I was in there. And I would think about it constantly. And yeah, so to me it's a very nostalgic movie. I don't know, it's nostalgic. It's nostalgic. I really like it. That's just like that time that like I saw one scene from one of the like weirder scenes from like Hellraiser, and I spent like 20 years trying to figure out what movie it was from. 20 years! And I kept going on forums and like Reddit pages and being like, this is what happened in the scene. And I never got it until one day I was just casually on my own, just like, I should watch Hellraiser. I mean, it's a classic horror movie and it's one that I've never seen yet. I watched it and I saw the scene and I was like, oh, this is it! Like, just elated that one of my lifelong mysteries was finally solved. God, I love it when that happens. Were you a Goosebumps kid? I was a Goosebumps kid. I was always watching horror movies, which is really funny because most of the horror movies that like got me into watching horror were movies that I caught my parents watching. And when I was talking to my dad about it this weekend, because I was like, yeah, do you do you know about like this movie and this movie? Because we were talking about bad horror movies, because I have some really strong opinions about there was like a room party that gave you a little ribbon if you wrote down what your least favorite, like commonly liked horror movie was. And for me, that was Malignant. I fucking hated that movie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to whoever likes that movie. I'm not gonna judge you for your taste or anything like that. It sucked to me. It sucked, and like literally like the opening credits weren't even done playing yet, and me and husband paused the movie. I turned to him and we said, this is what's gonna happen throughout the movie. This is gonna be the twist. This is how it's gonna end. And we just watched all of it play out, and we were both like, this is so fucking stupid, like the entire time. So I was telling my dad about it when we were like getting coffee. Because since he's like a writer, he's been like studying you know, how like writing is like set up and the things that you can do to like enrich your story and shit, you know? And he's like, I've never really been able to do that with movies and like tell you like what hit points they're making to set up for like the big reveal at the end. And now I can do that. And husband and I were like looking at each other, and I was like, oh, I've always been able to do that, but like I watch a lot of movies, especially scary ones. And my dad's like, I don't watch a lot of, I don't watch horror. I don't like horror movies. I don't watch them. And I'm like, bitch, the things I saw on that TV growing up were always horror movies. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You watched Hellraiser out in the open when I was like 6. And I'm not trying to shame him, because yo, if I have a kid, I'm probably gonna be doing the same shit. But I'm like, what do you fucking mean? Scary stories to tell in the dark? Absolutely. I used to read that in my dark closet with a flashlight to try and make it scarier. They stopped watching them after you saw. I guess so. Parents and their ability to retcon past events. It's true! It's true! He thought Hellraiser was a documentary! Oh god. That was a good movie too. The special effects were pretty fun. We just have to bring practical effects back. It's enough with the CGI. It's done. It's bad. It peaked in 2006. But I feel like practical effects are the way to go, and they can get so much better. I don't know. You thought Pinhead was just a guy with a lot of piercings. Of course. Of course. Practical effects will always be better. And aren't they cheaper anyway? Like, what are we doing? Wasting so much money, making things look worse than they already are. Just hire a talented team. Like, the guy who did all of the special effects for The Thing was like 20 years old. And he worked on it. I feel like it was a very small team. If I remember correctly, it was like him working tirelessly, like enough to put him in the hospital with the amount of work that he was putting into that movie alone. It couldn't have been just him, right? It couldn't have been. But just imagine what like 30 of those bitches could do for one movie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get Creature Kid on your film? Dude, I love Creature Kid so much. You have no idea how happy I am that him and Meek Canyon are working together all the time. Blake, thank you very much for the super. As a kid, my dad would make me and my sister watch horror movies, then make us go out at night walking in the dark. For what reason? Was it some sort of lesson? Was it to steel your nerves of the horrors of the world? I've heard a lot of older actors hate filming full CG movies too. I would. Dude, I was sitting there and we were watching this movie. Oh, what was it? Oh, what was it? I don't even remember. Oh, it was Minecraft. We finally saw the Minecraft movie. We watched it with my niece. And I was looking at everything. Like, I was looking at the movie and being like, that set is CGI, the characters are CGI, the props, like, most of them are CGI, everything around them that is happening is CGI. I'm like, they're literally just playing pretend in front of a green screen, which is fun and all, but it's playing pretend in front of a green screen. Like, I just, the magic is gone. The magic is gone. What happened to, like, building an entire chocolate factory set for Willy Wonka and not letting anyone see it until the day of filming for the scene? Like, they did that. They wouldn't let anybody else besides Gene Wilder into that chocolate room so that when they opened those doors, the looks on all of those actors' faces were genuine. Genuine awe and mystique. Practical effects is playing pretend, just funner. Exactly. I just feel like, I don't know, when you put your actors in an environment that can get them into, like, the right mindset, it's gonna be a better movie. I don't know. It's gonna be better. Especially when there are kids involved. Like, you're just gonna be like, just pretend that this thing is flying at you. And pretend you're in Minecraft. Just pretend. Like, make it fun. Make it fun for somebody, please. I really like the practical effects in Sinners. Don't tell me anything about that movie. I was gonna watch it tonight. I haven't seen it yet, but it just started streaming on Max. I'm very excited. How do they do the flying elevator? I don't know. Let's just tie it to a rope and start swinging it around. So spoilers, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah! Sorry! Chris Nolan makes it maximum fun. Still thinking about the beginning scene with the plane in Dark Knight Rises. Oh shit. That's the movie I remember the least out of the Chris Nolan trilogies for Batman. They're the best ones though, but like I should rewatch that one. I don't remember it quite right. Probably filmed it in front of a screen. Ugh. Even like the new Hellraiser didn't make me very mad, but that's because I didn't really have a connection to the old one. But they used practical effects in that as well, and they looked arguably pretty good. Subjectively better than if they had just done CGI. Just melt some plastic and bubblegum, and there you have slime. Like, what's so hard about this? What's so hard about this? Build the puppets. K-pop Demon Hunters was really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. My husband liked it too. He was playing video games right next to me and he shut them off so that he could watch the rest of the movie because he was like, this is just too captivating. It was very good. And it wasn't fucking bean mouth animation. Surprised you're not a Batman Returns fan? I am. I totally am. However, I like those for a different reason. I think the Christopher Nolan one is like the most objectively like realistic. Like if we had these kinds of villains in the world, they might be like that. But I so totally appreciate the Batman Returns and like the Uma Thurman with Arnold and Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer and Jack Nicholson. Those are straight up just fun. They're lovely, iconic, and I like them. All the trilogy's endings are awesome. Why did he run, Dad? Why did he run, Dad? No, that's Batman and Robin. I mean, I don't... What's... Michael Keaton, yeah. Well, he was in the third one, you know? But it's still directed by the same guy. And fucking Jim Carrey? Are you kidding? Jim Carrey's the Riddler? He was perfect. They were all perfect. They were all perfect for different reasons in their own way. That's what I appreciate about the Batman series, is that it keeps getting redone over and over again. But none of them are the same. All of them are like different. And have different takes. I'm still waiting to see Poison Ivy done again, though. I'm waiting. I am waiting. Why was there only one? Why is there only one? I'm sitting here begging. I'm on my knees, dude. I'm on my knees. She's too powerful. I don't care. There's a movie with Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Yes! And it's good. It's fun. And for some reason, that one has... Oh my god, that one has like... It's not Jeff Bridges. Who is it? The other guy. Oh no, who is he? Oh! He's Two-Face. He's Two-Face. They have Two-Face in that one. And for some reason, Drew Barrymore is like also Tommy Lee Jones. Yes. Oh! And it's so much fun. They're just fucking fun, dude. I don't know why I confused Tommy Lee Jones with Tommy Lee Jones with Jeff Bridges, by the way. I have no idea why I do that. They don't even look similar. I just do. Yeah, I miss just having fun with movies. Why can't they just be fun? Alicia Silverstone is Batgirl. Yeah! You mean the real villain of the live-action Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed? That Alicia Silverstone? That's the one thing I'll say is like so eye-rolling about older films like that one that has like Batgirl in it, because like it's always like, she can do it too. And like that's all she says the entire time is like, yeah, I saved you this time. And that's important because I'm a girl and you're a boy. And that's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be saving me. But this time around, I'm the one in power. Like, shut up. Okay, we get it. Like, it was just... It was a little like, okay, girl. Move on. Like, and she never did. So I don't... I think I just yeet her from my mind more so. Studio movies always aim to be blockbusters now. We get no mid-budget films, and I think that that is a problem. That is a problem. All this old school film talk has me thinking about Sin City. Oh, what a good movie. I want to rewatch that one as well. You know, they filmed that with Elijah Wood in like 3 days. Like, they were just like, hey, you want to do this thing? And he was like, sure. They're like, okay, come in. It's like, okay. They just filmed it, and then they're like, all right, bye. And he's like, oh, all right. The greatest tool in any sidekick's arsenal, the Bat Complex. It is a banger, Sin City. It sure is. We get mid-budget films, they just turn it into a Netflix original that we never see. So true, though, honestly. Watchmen was good. I don't think I've ever seen that one. But isn't that the one that has, it has a My Chemical Romance song in it for it? Desolation Row. They covered Desolation Row for The Watchmen, I think. It was either for The Watchmen or Repo Man. Can't remember which. I don't know, man. We just need more cool shit out in the world. Low budget, cool shit, passion projects. Passion projects! That is what we need. I don't want any more fucking cash grabs that don't have to be good because they were technically made for children. That doesn't... I don't give a shit. We need more passion projects. We need more people who want to make good things to make them good. And because they want people to see good things, not just people who are like, oh, we could capitalize on this because it's hot right now. Oh my god. You are a passion project. I thank you. Wow. Oh my god. Damn. Thanks. Shut up. Why'd you have to offset me like that? Jesus. No, I do this because I like it also, but you know, yeah, more indie movies. That would be nice. I don't know, man. Ugh. It's just like, I don't know. I'm passionate about movies. I watch a lot of movies. I like watching movies. And I can be very critical of movies. There are movies that I wish would be recreated now in today's, like, era where writing is fucking good and golden. But I feel like we need smaller writers' rooms and like we don't need 80 writers like on one movie or like 80 writers on one fucking show, you know? There are too many loose threads. Continuity is all over the fucking place. It's non-existent. I don't know. I'm not trying to claim that I have the answers or anything. This is just my opinion, but I feel like there are too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah. Less movies made for China. It just has to be less movies made for like the general populace. Like it's the same thing that's happening with music right now. We see it with music is where like one of my favorite bands and my husband's favorite bands of all time right now is Sleep Token. I don't know what genre Sleep Token is. I don't think they fit into any, but everybody is kind of breaking off into their own little subgenres, and that subgenre has a subgenre, and like all of this niche music is being made, and all of these people are blowing up within their own circles. I honestly don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I think that it's honestly kind of nice. It gives a lot of like return to ska. No, I will never turn my back on ska. Keep executives out of the writer's room. Yes, like it shouldn't be, I don't know, it shouldn't be about that, man. We don't need to maximize profit for art, dude. Come on. If people like it, it's because they like it. It's the same shit with Disney right now. They thought they had a formula. They thought they could have a formula that they could just use over and over and over again. Like we're stupid. Like we're just consumers. And I am a consumer. I consume a lot. I consume a lot of media. And shit like that, but that doesn't mean that like I don't have taste. That doesn't mean that I'll just sit down and watch whatever you put in front of me and think, wow, they sang a song. They put so much into this. Like, no. Can't satisfy all the audience. Exactly. But think of all the money being left on the table. Who cares? I consume a lot of frickles, it's true. Fresh new look, same bland taste. Exactly. Like, take a chance, dude. Oh my god. Redo the Black Cauldron or something. Like, we've been ready. Disney TV is better than Disney movies. I don't even really care about Disney TV either because they're just pumping out Star Wars like that shit wasn't dead for 30 years. Is that a hot take? I don't like Star Wars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a cool idea, but the execution that they gave it was like, I don't know. It holds no nostalgic value for me. So I can't see it as like super good. And I had problems with it, okay? I think I just have problems with space in general. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not taking it back. I'm not that sorry. But I feel like husband hounded me forever and ever and ever to watch them. So we did. We watched them I think last year. We watched all 6 of the original movies, and they were fine. They were just fine. We watched the prequels first, which was probably the wrong thing to do, because like, I guess husband was trying to like explain to me, like, when Darth Maul like takes out his lightsaber and there's 2 of them, it's supposed to be like a really big deal, because we hadn't seen that yet. And I'm like, well, why did we watch this one first? And then it didn't matter, because, you know, like, they had this choreographed fight between Qui-Gon Jinn and oh no, shut up, don't tell me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? No, Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn, and it was cool. It was choreographed and it was really cool. But that was like the only one. That was like the only choreographed sword fight that we ever get in Star Wars, the movies. And that frustrated me. Like, I was sitting there and I'm like, I feel like this would have been better if it were like a choreographed fight, instead of them just handing them some sticks and being like, okay, now just pretend to fight and like maybe do a spin or something. It was just... it was lacking for me. With how hyped up that it was, I guess it just didn't live up to the hype for me. Like, I was expecting something that was like really good, and I think the best thing that I got was Padme's outfits. That is what obsessed me, okay? I was obsessed with them. However, Anakin and Obi-Wan best fighting scene in the prequels, I don't even remember it. The thing that I hate about space is that, like, especially with like the MCU also going kind of cosmic, it feels lazy. No, it feels like, since anything is possible, like, in space, like, anything could exist in space, so we're just gonna make the, like, weirdest and craziest shit that we can, because it might be out there, because you can't tell us that it's not, because anything's possible. It's very much that. And there is a space show that I really like with aliens and shit like that, and it's called Scavenger's Reign. And why I think it's so brilliant is because these creatures, while being so fucking alien and like weird and like biologically just like odd and crazy, it shows it functioning within the world, like, and how it functions in the world and within its like own biome. And I think that that's cool, and it's functional, and it makes sense. It's not just like, here, have this like alien with this big fat fucking nose because we can, you know? I don't know. That's how I feel about space. I feel like there are a lot of people that just, I don't know, aliens are aliens because they're weird, and we're just gonna make them weird for the sake of being weird. But the aliens in Scavenger's Reign were like functionally aliens. I don't know. I'm nervous. I feel like I have to explain myself, but I don't. If you want to like your laser sword wizards, you do that. I support you. I support you. It just was not... It didn't live up to the hype for me, I guess. But I love Tolkien. I love Lord of the Rings, okay? What are my opinion on xenomorphs? And they're cool. Would. That's my opinion. They're really interesting. But I think it would be cool at this point within Alien to like go to their world and see why they function like that and why they're like that. I don't know. Called it. Watched Thunderbolts last night, was kind of mid. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Would, girl. What? 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 What are you gonna do? Sue me? Thunderbolts was fun. I had fun, though I felt like the last, you know, the ending was anticlimactic. Shallow and pedantic. No, I just, it wasn't what I thought was gonna be. I don't know. I don't know, man. I have a lot of opinions, and I think that the like superhero burnout is real. I think it is. Nobody is ever in danger anymore. Exactly. The stakes are low. And that's what made, like... Oh. I don't know. I can't say... I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, for anything! For any reason! But we need a Chris Pratt movie every quarter! No, the fuck we don't! Burnt out on superheroes after the first MCU Spider-Man movie. Are you talking like the Tobey Maguire one? Thunderbolt seemed like it was just fine at best. I mean, it was nice. It had a fine message. And I liked the people in it. But yeah, stakes were low. Speaking of stakes, horse racing. You're right. Stop caring about Marvel after Endgame. Dude, here's the thing. WandaVision was a great ass show. And I watched it and I got really hype. I got really, really hype. But they had to go and fumble that too. They had to go and fumble that with the second fucking Doctor Strange movie. Oh my god, that was so bad. I'm not even gonna try and defend myself on that take. It was bad. It was bad. I left that theater and I was like, that was ass. And I turned to my husband, who was like a huge Doctor Strange fan. It's one of his favorite Marvel characters of all time. And he's like, no, I kind of liked it. I had fun. And I'm like, but it was bad. And like, we went with one of our other friends, Abora. And I turned to her and she was like, that was so good. That was a great movie. And now, after all this time, they're finally admitting that that movie was ass. It was bad. I don't know why they were in denial in the first place, but I'm so happy that we have come back to reality. Anyone else find it weird that the guy from Parks and Rec ended up being Hollywood's action guy? It's interesting. Like, good for him, I guess, but like, does he have to be in absolutely everything? I think his glow up was incredible, but does he have to be in absolutely everything? Poor husband, bad adaptations of your favorites are the worst. Yeah, I think that's why he wanted to like it so bad. But as soon as they started fighting with the music, I was like, okay, I'm ready to leave. Like, I was done. I was so done with that movie. Psychologically, you are more inclined to like something right after you watch it, and you need time to reflect. See, that's what I mean, like, and I get that. I get that. And we've been rewatching a lot of movies that before we've like not liked, and they've been not as bad as they've been before, but I feel like that's just different. I don't know. Pedro Pascal burnout is real. Not for me, man. I'm not sick of him yet. I love him. But I never watched, I haven't seen The Last of Us. All I've seen with him in it recently is the, Immeasurable Weight of Unbearable Talent or whatever that movie is with Nick Cage. Let Wes Anderson direct an MCU film. Yes! Why not? Use established spell styles we've seen before? Nah. Use notes instead. Let's create the worst CGI third eye you've ever seen in your whole life. I just want people to stop taking movies like so seriously after ripping apart every fucking movie ever. But what I'm trying to say is I think that people making movies need to stop taking that so seriously. Need to stop taking the profit margin of their movie so fucking seriously. How about you just budget better, man? How about you make a movie that isn't costing $30 million to make, $300 million to make? How about you fucking rethink your goddamn budget and stop trying to make something that everybody's gonna like, because you're just gonna make it so everybody hates it. More like $1 billion. I know, it's getting up there, man. Seasons are just, media is just starting to get so expensive, and then they're like, well, I guess to solve that we're gonna start using AI and movies are gonna be cheap again. How about you just stop spending that much money on shit, dude? $250 million on mid movies. Yeah, it's just not worth it anymore. They should just let artists make fucking movies again. What I think, here's something silly though, to change the subject. We call them movies because they're pictures that move. Movies. Like selfies, except they move. Why do they cost so much apart from the salaries? Editing, paying the writers, paying the costume department, paying all of these people who are on these sets, when you could just have a smaller production. Like, you don't need, like, again, you don't need 80 fucking people writing your movie. Get together a group of 5 fucking people and pay them handsomely. And CGI also, yes. The CGI in all these fucking movies. It looks bad. GTA 6 is most likely 10 years in the making. 2 billion sounds kind of reasonable. That's so stupid. Why? Mandatory writing rooms per contract was a part of the strike. Good. I hope that they got what they were. I never got their like result. I hope that they got what they were looking for. A lot of executive minds, bigger equals better equals more money. Budget bloat and the brain rot associated with it is a massive problem in the video game publishers and developers. Games at this point take so long to make. It didn't start development at the time of the generation, and it never made it in time. CGI is horribly budgeted. That's why it's so bad, and they spend so much on marketing that nothing for the CGI that makes up so much of the movie. You know what I'm excited for? You know what I'm excited for? And I've talked about this and I want to talk about it again, okay? You know what I'm fucking excited for? Ooh, I'm excited for November. You know what? You want to know why? You want to know why? It's because Guillermo del Toro is making a Gothic tragedy. It's not a horror movie. It's a Gothic tragedy of a Frankenstein with Oscar Isaac and Mia Goth. Oh! It's gonna be so good. Are you kidding? I'm gonna be absent that day. I'm going to the theater. Are they gonna get Mia some eyebrows? I sure hope not. Oh my god, can she rock the no eyebrow look? Don't you hate on her eyebrows? Or lack thereof? The first still shots have come out from that movie and they look absolutely incredible. I can't wait. I know I'm gonna be fucking obsessed. I'm gonna be inspired. It's gonna be grotesque. I hope. See, this is why I'm so into horror right now as well, is because the fucking industry does not take horror movies seriously, which means it's not as bad. Like, the mainstream horror is bad. okay? But there's still passion projects. There's still people making movies that are untouched by the brain-rotted higher-ups, the suits, if you will, the corporations trying to make a buck. They're not gonna do that with a horror movie. They're gonna do that with a Disney movie. And they're gonna rip apart that Disney movie. Praying so hard that Nosferatu and Frankenstein start some kind of Gothic media renaissance. Wouldn't that be something? Oh my god, wouldn't that be fucking something? I think with Ari Aster and Guillermo still active within the Gothic media scene, I think goths will always be alive. Oh man, it's just crazy to me, like, how are goths dying? Like, not only that, but like, how is like Gothic media and like a Gothic romance and all this other shit dying? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And I'm not out here wearing black every day, but god damn it, I'm a goth. I'm a fucking goth person. Goths evolve into trad wives. Absolutely not. I cook and clean because I like eating. And I like a clean house. But I'm not submitting to no one. Gothic trad wife. No, bitch. Too young for this. Are goth mommies real? Absolutely. Absolutely. The Hollywood Gothic died once before and it was revived by The Crow. Oh! The Crow? Queen of the Damned? Fuck it. Where are all of these? Like, where are all of these movies right now? They should remake Queen of the Damned. I feel like that would stoke the fires of goth culture in the young children once again. Rock star vampire. That's what did it for me. There are, though, two types of goths. Most are hard to find and keep a low profile, but some are Visigoths. Yes! Yes! Queen of the Damned, yes! But keep the 2000s music. Yes! Have Korn voice Lestat once again. Really loved Wednesday. I actually liked it too. I thought it was fun. Well, they tried to remake The Crow, keyword being tried, and it failed. I didn't see it, but you know what? Again, I didn't really care much for the first one. The first one I watched recently, like for the first time, recently, as an adult, for the first time. So again, it held no nostalgic value for me, and I sat there and I was like, huh, this is I don't know, man. This is not, I don't, like, I was like, okay, maybe if I had seen this in like the early 2000s when it came out, I'd probably be obsessed with this. But now as like an adult person, I don't really care for it. So I do kind of, when they were like, we're remaking The Crow, I was like, I'd watch it. And I'm still going to. I will watch it when it's free somewhere. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, but I will watch that and I will tell you. I will tell you what I think. Have I ever read the comics? No. No, I haven't. I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate. Timing is important. I think so. It was an okay movie, had a bitching soundtrack. I do agree. The music was great. I think the music really made it. I know that they, they had, the artist that, like, sang the songs wrote the music for the movie. And that's great. I like what it did. I like the shit that went into it. It was a solid idea. it just didn't live up to the hype. Again, it didn't live up to the hype for me. Still listen to the soundtrack on my iPod. Yes. Like, I was obsessed with Queen of the Damned when I was little. I thought that was peak cinema. Peak cinema. I threw a party. A vampire party. And invited all my friends to watch Queen of the Damned. Back, like, right before COVID. And we watched this movie, and I was like, man, this movie sucks. This movie is bad. And I still liked it, and I still love it because it has nostalgic value for me. It makes me feel happy. It brings me back to a time when I was a child who liked things like that. And I still like things like that. But now, like, I can admit when something kind of fucking sucks. Yeah, the one with Aaliyah. Yeah. Like, was it bad because it was bad? Not really, you know? Like, the script wasn't great. Like, the visuals were bad. The story, when you, like, pick it apart, or when you start to pick it apart, falls apart really fast. So again, like, I feel like if they remade it and, like, they improved upon it and fleshed it out, it could be fleshed out better. It could be fleshed out better. The first Mortal Kombat was my Queen of the Damned. Fair. The green screen when she walks out of the burning bar. Yes. The slow motion, like, trailing of the fast moving vampires, you know. Queen of the Damned was really bad. I feel like a remake would somehow be even worse. We won't know until we try, man. We won't know until we try. Please, bro, please. Just try, man. I want to know more about Aaliyah and her queen. I want to, and her king. I want to know more about Queen Akasha and, like, why the fuck the journalist was raised by vampires and she never knew that, or, like, why they took her ass in, or anything. There was just so many things that we just had to, like, accept and not question because it wasn't going to be part of the story, which is like that's like a storytelling style from the 80s and 90s. That's just how it was. It's not part of the story because it's not the story that we're telling. But it should be. I want to know. I want more details. That shit was skin and bone. Aristocats is a classic. I fucking love that movie. That's one of my favorite Disney movies, Aristocats. Interview with a Vampire was a better movie, but very truncated. Truncated. That's a word I've never heard before or seen. Thank you for teaching me something. Give me the deep lore. That's all I want. I don't want any more shallow fucking scripts. Just give me deep shit. Get in there deep. Queen of the Damned was also 2 pretty long novels smushed into a single hour-and-a-half movie. Are you kidding? They should absolutely redo it then. 100%. I'd be down. I'd be so down. This went off on a tangent, bitches. We've been talking about movies forever. For like an hour. God, isn't it so good though? I'd love to do it again sometime. But I do have to leave. I do have to go. Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles Book Club. I should probably start reading. Truncated means to shorten. Oh, that's what my Adderall did to me then. My Adderall truncated my body. My young body. I had to use it in a sentence. I'm sorry. I can give you a copy of the book. Okay, okay, Frisbee. I'll see you. I'll see you very soon. However, again, tomorrow, please remember, we will be watching Wishmaster together. Together. Okay? We're watching it together. Thanks for yapping, listening to this while locking in at work. Hey, thank you for the super hehe XD. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. It's the start of the month, and it's always stressful at the start and the end of the fucking month, paying bills and shit. I appreciate you. Truncate specifically means to cut short, not shrink. Well, my growing was cut short, so my growth spurts were truncated by Adderall. I had college orientation while watching this. That's crazy. That's diabolical. That's fucking diabolical. Okay. So, have I seen any Interview with the Vampire? Yes, I did. I hope that they continue it. I liked it so far. I don't know. Thanks for the Yap session. Absolutely. Thank you for coming to the Yap session. Don't forget, tomorrow we're doing Wishmaster, and then the day after that we're doing Needy Streamer Overload or Overdrive or something. And the day after that, Hades. The day after that, Claire Obscure. So we are going to get our fucking gaming on, okay? I hope that you enjoy. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night. I hope that you get 3 meals today. Stay hydrated, moisturized, and in your fucking lane. And of course, good night. Sleep tight. And don't look under your bed tonight.
Still calm and collected, then I sneak up undetected. Something you never expected is the knife that I presented. You know I should be respected. That's something you have neglected. I bet you never suspected you'd be the one who's dissected. Now I'm the final girl. I'm the psycho. Making evil in the dirt wherever I go. Guessing 2 parts kill and mixing 3 parts slow. Roll the credits, big boy, cause I'm part of the show. Yeah, I'm the final girl. Yeah, I'm the psycho. Making evil in the dirt wherever I go. Guessing 2 parts kill and mixing 3 parts slow. Roll the credits, big boy, cause I'm part of the show.
Okay, actually though, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already, or if you haven't already. And in the comments, tell me, okay, I just can't be the only one. Like, tell me what a movie that you think, like a popular movie is that you think was overhyped and that you didn't like. Tell me. It's just so I don't feel alone. Okay, bye.